We opened in October of 1965. We started with 12 students, and over the course of the year, built it up to 15. And then in 1970, we established an elementary program.
We are one of 2 AMI certified schools in the state of New Jersey, and AMI stands for Association Montessori International, which is the original Montessori foundation that Dr. Montessori herself put in place. She wanted to preserve the purity of her teaching and her method.
My staff and I are committed to AMI standards. That's not always easy.
It's not just teaching the method, there's a lot of child psychology, childhood development that goes into the teaching training.
The enrichment programs that we offer are yoga, drama, piano, and guitar.
I've had a lot of parents come through and say it's almost like an oasis. You come in here and you have the barn-looking school where we have several pens for the different goats and sheep. We have free-roaming guinea hens that spontaneously combine with flocks from down the street, so sometimes you have 20 and sometimes you have 5. You have the chickens that the children love to feed. We have a couple of playgrounds for the little guys and one for the older children. There's a vegetable garden that the students plant in the spring, and then whoever is lucky enough to be here in the summer gets to harvest and eat. Each classroom at the primary level has either a garden or a courtyard attached to it. And that's part of the classroom environment. They just have to let the teacher know that they want to work outside, and they can, whether it's sweeping or raking or hammering or just taking a chalkboard out and practicing your letters, or just sitting there and watching the birds. That's fine. It's there, it's available. There's a really big field in the back that's used for dodgeball, kickball, various other ball types games that the children know the rules. No adult has ever figured them out, but they play them. And then at the other end of the field you have the woods, which feature nature trails and the Barefoot Trail that was just put in as an Eagle Scout project a couple of years ago. So the children do use that area fairly regularly with adults only. That's one area where they cannot go by themselves.
Our first impression of the campus when we came in for the interview was that it was serene and nurturing and just a place where a child would flourish. It was the animals, it was the classrooms, it was the teachers. Everything made you feel comforted and, at home.
Where I used to live, our neighbors had 3 children, and they were such nice children that were confident and smart and kind and good to our kids. I told the mom, your kids are so great. She's like, it's the school. And she's like, which school is this? And she told me they went here. And I came to visit the school, and having my oldest child at the time and knowing how busy he was and how he always liked to be engaged, I saw the classroom and I said this is the place for him. We chose it for all 3 of our children because we believe it's the best learning environment for them.
We came to the school in 2000 with our son at 20 months. Now he's completed the whole program from toddler all the way through the 9th grade adolescent program.
It really prepares you for any kind of environment. In addition to teaching you how to learn, it also gives you a lot of real-life experience. Well, when I started at Dome, it felt like a lot less work than I was expecting. I really think that my Montessori education did help prepare for going to a different school.
To me personally, I think what makes the school special is, first of all, what my children have been able to do and learn and experience. And that makes the school very dear to my heart. Looking at other children their age, I see such a huge difference in terms of emotional growth, in terms of academics to a part, but that's really not, to me, that's not necessarily the bottom line. It's more the social accountability, the way they carry themselves in public, the way that how they know to address people. I attribute that to this school and this environment.
I think it completes them as an individual. It gives them that sense of dealing with everyday life. They've been equipped for that in the classroom, outside of the classroom.
So all those soft skills that you really can put onto a test form, I think is what they learned here at this school.
They don't just have those book smarts. They've got their whole being. They've experienced, you know, how to take care of themselves, their environment, other people, things that they wouldn't have gotten elsewhere. And all along, they've been nurtured the whole journey.